Welcome to Gold Derby. I'm senior editor Denton Davidson here with Luann de Lesseps, formerly known as Hibiscus on The Masked Singer. Luann, you had a tough lineup in that Group C premiere. You went into a SmackDown with Anteater before you had to unmask. Were you nervous about being eliminated, or was it all just sort of fun and games for you?
I was just having fun, and I was hoping to stay longer, of course. Um, but I think that Jenny McCarthy, I've known her for so long that she knows my voice, she kind of knows my stature, and then the nurse, being a nurse, our kids actually went to school together, so I've known Jenny for a long time, and I feel like she knows a lot about me, like the De Lesseps gave the Statue of Liberty to the United States for the French. I mean, only Jenny would know that, right? So she got that clue. And I think she's gotten very smart at this.
She is sort of like the detective of the group. The others sort of listen to
Yes.
voices, but she really hones in on the clues. What did you think of those
Yeah.
other guesses about Janice Dickinson, Kim Cattrall, or Hannah Waddingham? Those were interesting choices.
Those are interesting choices. I was like, oh, okay. Kim Cattrall. Okay, I could see that. Um, Janice Dickinson's, yeah, I could see. I mean, I thought they were smart guesses. Um, and then, of course, Jenny got me.
What's more stressful, singing on national TV or having dinner with Real Housewives?
I think Real Housewives are more stressful. Tell
That
you the
was my
truth,
guess.
you just never know what's coming down the pike.
You had a great performance of It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. Why did you choose that song?
Well, because I'm trying to manifest. It's raining men. you know. Um,
So you're not
you
having any
know.
luck so far.
Well, listen. No, there's plenty of men around, but there's always it's always better to have more men around. um, and I just love the song, and I just thought it made sense for me. And I knew I would have the most fun singing that song.
And you've been in the public eye for so many years, being judged for everything. What's it like
Right.
to get up there with a mask on and perform anonymously?
Well, I am a cabaret performer, right? So that's what I love to do. But to perform with the mask on is a totally different thing. I think they make it look easy in terms of performing with the mask on, but it's very claustrophobic when you first put it on, and it takes getting used to. And you have no peripheral vision. You can't like see down anything. Like you don't even know where to hold the mic. You just kind of have to guesstimate it. So I feel like that's a really challenging thing to do and be able to perform and sound good. But you kind of get used to it, with rehearsals and figuring out, okay, this is where I can go and this is what I can see. And so, it's challenging, but it was also incredibly fun to kind of navigate and then to actually perform. And I felt like I did the best I can do. That's all you can do in life, right? Is try your best and have fun with it. uh but it was challenging to sing with a mask on. I have to say it is challenging to sing with a mask on.
You had a beautiful costume. What were your thoughts when you first saw Hibiscus? And what did you most love about it? And did you have any say in sort of choosing what angle or what type of costume you wanted?
Well, yeah, we talked about costumes, we talked about flowers in particular. And my mother said, at puberty, you're a beautiful flower which is going to eventually bloom. That was my education, right? Sex education. And so I was talking about that, and then I said I love cabaret red, and hibiscus was born. And I thought creatively it was just gorgeous. I mean, I thought it was so beautifully done, so much detail in that costume. And I was very proud to wear it and be hibiscus. I felt really good in it. They sent, people to measure every part of my body in New York, and really had that costume down to a T. It was super comfortable, except the mask is the most difficult thing to navigate, and getting through doors with this span of petals from the flower itself. So yeah, I love the costume. I couldn't have been happier with what I look like. And when I put it on and I have a picture of myself, it's like, oh my God, that's actually me. It's incredible.
What's it been like watching it back on TV and seeing who unmasks before you? Did you have any inkling or idea of like any voices you were hearing, like, or were you
No,
just
I
totally
mean,
in your own world?
you're totally in your own world. Behind the scenes, you're like Darth Vader. You have a shield. Nobody can see your face. You're covered from head to toe. So I had no idea who was going to be there. And neither did I understand even Scandival was there. I mean, I had no idea. I had no idea who the other performers were, and that's the way they keep it. So it's a surprise for everyone.
And your Countess Cabaret shows on tour. How much fun is that for you? And what can fans expect when they buy tickets? We'll include a link on our article. So if people
Uh,
want to buy tickets, what do they expect at a Countess Cabaret show?
Well, it's really a ride through pop culture, cabaret, and comedy kind of mixed together. Like, I'll take the song, like, I said to my director, who's Richard J. Alexander, who's directed Kristen Chenoweth and Bette Midler and Barbara Streisand, who's an amazing icon himself. I said to him, I want to sing "Lay Down Sally" from Eric Clapton. He's like, what? He goes, it's a Christmas show. And I said, oh, well, it's now "Lay Down Santa." I always wonder why Santa. So I'll talk in between the verses, like, I always wonder why Santa always goes to all that trouble to come down the chimney. I wish he would just stay a while and lay down with me. I long to see the morning light. So I go into then the song. So I take music and I turn it on its head. I make it my own. It's a ride through, a really fun ride. I mean, people come, I always say, driving a Toyota, and they drive out in a Rolls Royce, because I put on a great show. I work really hard at it, and it's just a fun time. I pick all the music that I sing based around my love affair with music. I tell stories to get into the song. I show videos, which are pop culture-esque kind of videos. So it's really a great time. I feel like the fans, they get dressed for me. They show up in sequins and statement necklaces, and they really show up for the Countess, and I love that. It's such a huge nod to me. And people hang out after the show because they have the Housewives in common. And, I do a Q&A with the audience. So everyone's really connected to me. It's not like going to see like a big concert where you have no rapport with the performer. My audience is completely involved in my show and participating. And so it's just a really fun night out. It's girls' night out. It's guys' night out. It's it's a fun show. And I think, I've been doing it since 2018 now. I'm going to be in Houston and New Orleans and in November, and Atlanta, and all over the country. And I have a new show coming up at the Wiltern in 2024 called Mary F. Kill, which is a kickoff of another inspiration for my fans, because when I do a Q&A, the girls always love to play this game, Mary F. Kill. So that was my inspiration for the new tour. I've already written a song for it with Bruce Roberts, who's an amazing songwriter. So I love the creative process. I love performing, and I think people can really see that.
And Mary F. Kill opens February 16th in Los Angeles at the Wiltern. Luann, so much fun to watch you on The Masked Singer this year. Hopefully you have some great memories of Hibiscus, and thanks for chatting with Gold Derby today.
We'll be talking hibiscus in the new show. Thank you.